Okay, seems that people kind of want to do this, but just a disclaimer, I haven't got a clue how to use SketchUp. I am self-taught by an old friend of mine, Liam Coleman in Ireland back in 2007. I use it, I don't component, I don't layer, I don't do any of that. So this is more targeted for the DIYers, the chippies, the joiners that are kind of falling into fitted furniture, but they want to offer their clients an image to get the job. And I've had a few chippies come in to use our sprayer in the workshop, and I've said, look, I'll quickly give you a quick demo, and it seems to go down quite well. So just do the basics. I'll just give you a brief kind of thing. So SketchUp, as you can see, SketchUp Pro, there's lots of different versions, but the tools I'll be using are just the very basic tools. So you go to customer's house, you take your basic measurements, you got your height, you got your width, you find out if they want shaker doors, slab doors, whatever. So I'm finding going to the customer's house with the SketchUp on my laptop and doing it there and then with them works really well. But just to give you a quick way, so at the top you've got your basics, rubber, pencil, square we use a lot, push and pull use it loads. The offset tool, which I'll get on to, is a game changer, and to be honest I only learned about it a year or two ago. And then just the color, just adding in colors and stuff. So really it's just mainly the pencil, the push and pull and stuff like that. So start with the pencil. I've selected millimeters, so I'm going to start on the line, pull it over. So I'm going to say the room is 2.4, so 2400, enter. There it is. And then I'm going, the ceiling is, let's say it's the same, 2400. So that's the room height and that's the room width. So, there it is. Yes, sorry, just checking it didn't look like 2.4. Right, so a quick way, rather than drawing the whole box out, that's what I used to do. You got your square function at the top. If you click it, drag it on, you see how it lights up green. Blue is usually the middle, sorry, not usually, is the middle. So every corner, you say there's the middle again, blue. So if you click on one corner, left click, and drag it back up to that corner, there you go, you got your wall. So that's your wall straight away. So we'll bring that round. So this is the twist, kind of spins around. If you've got a roller on your mouse, you can zoom in. So this is the bit that I find guys take a while to get used to, just maneuvering it round. I'm using one of these kind of mouses, works quite well. So right, this I'm trying to do because I'm only filming half the screen, so I'm trying to make sure I have it in the picture. So if you want to do the color now, just make it easier. I find this is a good tip actually. If you're going to be doing a white wardrobe or blue wardrobe or grey wardrobe, what I would suggest doing is selecting the color first before you you go too far, because if you're going to be, what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out to the right depth, and by doing that you it's a nightmare to go around and select the color on everything individual. So I'm going to go to the paint bucket. I'm going to pull this over because you can't see it there. So this is your selection of colors. This is in the paint can. So we've got wood. I'm just going to go to color, and I'm going to just pick an off-white. Great. There. Okay, so that's the color I'm going to go with. So the next tool, when I used to do, so I do fillers. So we're going to do, let's say, a 4-door wardrobe. The fillers I do are usually 50mm in from the sides and stuff. So easy way, go down to the bottom with the pencil, click, pull over and type in 50. Then straight up. It lights up the colour of the line you're going. So blue is telling me it's going perfectly straight. It remembers the last measurement. So if you click on the other corner and come in, you see how it goes red there? Click again. And that should be exactly 50 as well. I'm going to do the same on the top. You could use the offset rule, but this is just keeping it basic for now. So, right, and I'm going to do, no, I'll leave that bit, sorry. Right, so that is now the front of my wardrobe, we'll say. Next thing to do is my wardrobes, I do 100mm plinth. So 100, so I've clicked it, pulled it up, and I'm typing in 100 and pressing enter. So I'm just press enter, click again, and now drag it all the way over till it goes red this time. It was blue the last time, it's red this time. Okay. That's the plinth, scribes. I always run my scribes on the sides through and the top. The next thing to do is to split it. So I'm saying it's going to be 4-door wardrobe. So what I'm doing is, rather than working it out with calculating, I'm just finding it till it goes blue. Click, pull, and click. So that's went blue all the way up. So I know that's a perfectly straight line. So now we split it into 2 units. Next one, I go blue, pull, click. So we're just literally making the doors. All the tools I've used now are literally the colour and the pencil. It's all you need. So now we have our basic outline of the wardrobe. So this is the push and pull. So this is a good one. So click it, go down to your plinth. See how it selects each individually? That will pull each of them individually out if I wanted to. But I want to push the plinth. I know some people do their plinths flush with their doors. I always set mine back about 50mm. So I'm going to click it and push back. As I'm pushing back, I let go of the mouse and I type in 50. So now I know that is, I'm going to roll in 50mm back. So that's my plinth at the bottom. This is what I do. So I would draw my doors onto this to give the visual to the customer. So before I do too much detail on the doors, again, remember, this is my way. I know there's simpler ways. I know there's loads of different ways, but it's what it works for me. And it's a lot faster. I'm just trying to think about who's watching and stuff, how I'm coming across. So what I've done there is I've clicked that black arrow in the top corner. This is kind of a select tool. So I'm going to pull it down all over the whole image. It's going to go all blue. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go edit, copy, roll out, and go over this way a little bit. And then I'm going to go edit, paste. So what I've just done is I've made an exact copy of what I've just done. So now we place that. It stays blue, so the best thing to do is select the select button, and then anywhere on the screen, bar the picture, bar where you've drawn, click, and that gets rid of it. So, because if you don't do that, it'll just pull around and drive you mad. So you have 2 options now. We could concentrate on the doors, or we can concentrate on the carcass. So I'm going to do the doors quickly. I'm just going to do a basic outer shaker, not one with a cross rail. This is a tool that's very helpful. We could have used it for the fillers, but I just wanted to keep it basic. So this is called offset. You're offsetting your lines. So if I click it, come down to my door. So you're either pull or kind of come down or go up. You'll know when the square is going out. You want the square to go out. So you see that? I've clicked it. I'm holding my finger on the left click. I haven't let go. I'm going to go to within reason where I want it and then let go. And I'm going to type in 90. Boom, that's your shaker door there. Same again. People would have a thing that would do this on each door quickly and that. But as I said, this is just the way I do it and it works for me. I'm going to type in 90 again. So all I've done is I've clicked around the middle and then I've either pushed up or pushed down. You know that you don't want it to go in, you want it to come out. So get it out close enough and then let go and type in 90, 80, 70, whatever you want the rails to be. So I'm just doing that now. Same again, 90. Now we've got our doors, looks good. So let's do the push and pull function again. So you see how it lights up each individually? We want to light up the middle section because we want to set it back. So I use 9, I do 9 on my 12. So I'm going to set it back and type in 9. So all I've done is I've clicked it, pushed it back, let go of the mouse and type 9, enter. Same again, 9, enter, 9, enter. So now I'm just going to zoom in so you can get an idea. See, they got the depth, so it gives it more of a three-dimensional look. I don't worry about all the gaps around the doors, the 2-3 mils, whatever you allow for them. This is enough for the customer to get a visual in that. You could go to town and draw the room out, draw the walls, floor, put in a bed, whatever. But this is what the customers want to see. They want to see wardrobe doors and stuff. So that's pretty much done. That was super easy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the original one. And I would, if it was me now, I'd go like, right, I'm going to make 2 units with 2 doors on each unit. So I'm going to get rid of this line. Oh, sorry, I got the eraser that's beside the select tool. So eraser, get rid of that line. Just hover over it and click. If you're an expert on SketchUp, please turn this off because this will drive you absolutely mad. But I know there's people out there this will help. Okay, so now we've got our 2 units either side. We're going to go back to our offset tool. I've clicked it, so I'm coming down. It highlights it all blue. So we're going to do the same again, like we did the shaker doors. Click and push it up. Go nearly to the end, about there. Let go. Our carcasses are usually 18 mil, so 18 mil. Okay, so 18 mil, that's our carcass sides. Same again, click, pull or push up or push down. You'll know when it goes out from you. Go within reason, let go, type in 18 mil. Boom, there's your 2 units. You can pick your measurements off all these now. This is all to scale, so it's still a proper, fully functional, that you can get all your measurements for your cut list from just doing this. You're not componenting anything, you're not making the size individual components, you're not putting layers in, you're keeping it simple. So next step, push and pull. We all know what we make our carcasses, what depth we make them and that. So I'm going to say 570. So push it back, so click and push back. You'll see it go in. I'm going to type in let go and then press 570. That's the depth of my cabinet. Again, click, push, let go, 570. Okay, so I've got my depth of my carcasses now. I'm sorry, I'm getting the eraser just to get rid of these lines because we don't need them. There's probably some up on the top. No, there isn't. Okay, so I need to get that back into the center so you can see it. Right. So I'm just going to draw a line across, but if you measure down, you could say, right, I want you want a shelf down 200 mil or whatever. So I'm just curling it up. So 18 mil. Boom, boom. So there's our top shelf. I've just done 18. So I clicked it, went down, typed in 18 mil. Till it lit up and then pull it straight across. I pull it straight across both units because I'm going to have my fixed shelf the same on both sides. Get my push and pull button again, or tool. Make sure it's not highlighting the top or bottom. You just need to highlight the actual rail. Yeah. So then pull. I missed that. Edit, undo. Pull. If you pull, you can type in 570, but if you pull, keep your finger on the left button on the mouse as you go over. If you roll over onto the sides, you can see that it automatically stops. That's the easiest way rather than typing in 570. Let go, and same again. Pull over to the side, let go. So now Now you can see it's flush with the front. So that's your basic carcass. So from that then you can put in your drawers and stuff. I don't pull the fillers and the top scribes out by 25mm like I would if I was making it. Again, this is just for a visual for the customer to get an idea of what they're getting. So if I'm doing drawers, I'm just going to quickly just do a quick. These aren't to scale, or not to scale. These aren't precise measurements, but just to give you an idea. So I've clicked up 18. And then pull it right over. Push and pull. So really, push and pull and the pencil, the most use. I put a little circle in here in the center, pull it across for a hanging rail and all that. So I can go to town on it, but I don't want to make it too long. So now you have your shaker doors and your wardrobe to show the customer. Again, you can select the colours, all that stuff you can figure out, put in walnut internals or whatever. Again, going back to the fillers, I know they're going to set it, but the customer doesn't need to see that. You don't need to worry about that too much. And it's easier to pick your measurements. So if I was to say what is the top section on this, go to that corner. People use the tape measure. I actually just use the pencil, to be honest. Pull it from one end to the other end, and then in the bottom corner, 114. So I can say type that into my cut list optimizer. 114 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 4 sides. Boom. Do that into my, so I can pull all my measurements off with my pencil and type it into my cut list. So that is pretty much it. The other thing I was going to quickly show you, this is really cool actually. A lot of people, maybe they know about this, but you don't see enough people kind of showing. So I'm going to press the select button so I get rid of that line. So if you go to view, animate, add, before I add scene, I'm going to zoom in on this one first. So view, animate, add scene, and then move it around and maybe zoom in a bit. View, animate, add scene, and maybe one more on the other side. View. Sorry, I'm looking through my phone screen, not the actual main screen, so I want to make sure you're seeing everything. Add scene. Okay, so we've added scene. Now I'm going to go over to this side and do the exact same thing. View, animate, add scene, and maybe a bit of a zoom in, just give the customer something like that. View, animate, add scene. So you've got 5 scenes there. I would recommend keeping it between 6 and 7. Don't go too many over 8 anyways, because they get quite big, the files. So now you've got your scenes, you can select and that'll move along. But the cool thing is now you can, if you go back to view, animate, you can play that at the bottom, play. So you can send this to the customer and it's like grand design kind of thing. It'll just move around. What I do is I send it to myself in an email, and then I save it as a video on my iPhone, and then I text it to the client, and it's kind of cool. They open it up when they're at work and stuff. They're like, oh my god, this guy's gone to so much trouble. But you've seen how easy it was to draw that wardrobe, and you've just literally made a movie on it, and honestly, you sold the job. So that's it. So we'll stop that. So now to get to export your pictures to PDFs and your MP4 for your video, you go to File, down to Export, Export 2D Graphic. So that will export it as a 2D graphic. Put it into whatever file you want to put it in. Label as 1, maybe zoom in on the open carcass, label it as 2. You can put measurements in as well, but we can get to that another day. But when you're exporting the animation, you go down here and you export it like that. Click animation, and it takes a couple of minutes or seconds to download. Once that's downloaded, it downloads as an MP4, and then you can attach that to an email and send it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I just hope that helps. If there's any more help or with the cut list and stuff, it's so easy. I literally pull all my measurements off that, but that's a 4-door shaker door, internals, in a couple of minutes. Literally done. And you can literally, like I said, you just get your pencil, go to the top corner, top corner, and then go down to the bottom. Boom. And I can tell from, you can't see it now, but that's 2250. So I can type that into Cut List Optimizer. Okay, talk to you soon. Better go home, have some dinner. Talk to you soon. Bye.